introduce to you the Butcher and the Bird.
Let's kick some ass.
Let's get our fucking shit together and kick some fucking ass!
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Kickin' Ass with Jesse
And Andy.
Brought to you by American Barbell Club, ABC Strong. Also brought to you by Green Roads, by On It, by Cured.
By Cured. And if you guys want Cured stuff, because I just got off Warped Tour and my old ass didn't have any type of inflammatory things.
Yeah.
Especially coming after shoulder surgery.
Yeah.
We have a promo code that is just ETID.
And Cured, I mean,
ETID.
You're basically talking about CBD oil. Cured has more than CBD oil.
Yeah, they have a bunch of stuff. They have CBD, they have hemp oil, they have like rubs you can do for like your joints.
Rubs.
You can get like seasoning for your food, which is really nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they have like a ton of stuff, just CBD infused.
Most of it's CBD infused, and like you said, that's where the anti-inflammatory kicks in.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. And I got the guys on it too, and now like Steve is like making orders through them.
Oh,
and,
yeah?
like we were taking it like daily. But I'm also like kind of like a weird like general in that sense where like if we have a tour coming or if we have like recording coming up, I'll make them like eat Alpha Brain.
Yeah.
I make them like a lunch every day sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I can be kind of a psychopath.
Yeah.
When it comes to the band.
I don't know. Like with Alpha Brain, I don't know. I don't know if it's a placebo thing, but like the Alpha Brain instants are awesome.
Yeah, it's just a crazy thing, and I think it's like all context. Like melatonin does zero for me.
Yeah.
I take melatonin. I could take 15 pills.
Yeah.
And I'm awake.
You're good to go
all night. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's just all context and what your body reacts to. And lately for sleep, I've been using ZMA.
Oh yeah,
and
which
I'm
was
pretty sure like
zinc, magnesium, and something with an A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Alphabet soup. Yeah. So like I with On It, I take their like joint fuel.
Those the multivitamin packs are awesome. The nighttime and daytime ones, those are badass.
So
too.
just like putting over what these people give us, man, it's unreal, and it's weird. We get to talk into a microphone and we get stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like good stuff that actually works.
Yeah,
you know?
and like
I'd feel really uncomfortable talking about something if I didn't actually use it or enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then the big one now is we have like an actual big one that came through. I like our first official sponsor like through like with giving us like a promo code. Like the Cured one, they set us up, but we have the ETID promo code or whatever like that. This one is for Real Good Foods, which is if you want things that have protein with low carbs, if you're doing like a low carb diet or anything like that, Real Good Foods has fun stuff like to eat. They have like pizza and they have enchiladas.
Enchiladas are awesome.
They have poppers. And it's pretty insane. I mean, they have a cauliflower crust pizza coming out, which relatively has zero carbs in it.
That's great.
So you're eating pizza with zero carbs. They have a chicken crust pizza that actually has like a protein to it and low carbs.
I have this pizza sitting in front of us and I was actually going to make it for us. We can eat one. I didn't even think about it.
Oh, it's okay.
But the pizza's awesome.
Yeah.
They're like little personal pan pizzas. And then those, I think they were chicken enchiladas. Those are amazing.
They're insane.
Too. Yeah.
And the beef one is great. Like the other day I ate like the beef and the chicken and I was like, oh, this is insane. This is like really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't tell you enough. If you have a kid, you know what I mean? Like this is perfect for a kid to still eat fun and eat healthy.
Like my big thing with it is like, all right, this is my Real Good Food story. Like, so I was like, I think a lot of us, like I was really impressed with what Tommaso Ciampa did when he came back from injury, like the way he looked.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, so I talked to Tommaso. Basically, like I've been counting calories for the first time in my life. I started probably about 3 months ago because that's what Tommaso told me about.
Yeah.
And then when I went to the performance center, it was like that was the one thing I told all the boys about here was I was like at the performance center, I was like, everybody meal prepped. Everybody.
Yeah.
Like they all had food on them at the performance center, at the live events on the road. They all had food. Like everybody meal preps. Everybody uses MyFitnessPal, the app, and counts their shit. Like it's that. Like so, talking to Tommaso, that's what he just explained to me. Like counting. I never understood calories when people talked about it. Like 2,000, 3,000. I just always ate healthy.
You were just eating.
Yeah, I always ate healthy food, but I just ate. Yeah. And then he taught me about counting and macros and all that stuff, and I broke it down. I can't remember numbers off the top of my head. Maybe it was like 50% carbs, 40 and 30 with like protein and fat. I can't remember. But so I started counting calories, and it was like that. Like it's been such like the results are. It sounds so cheesy, but like the results have been so insane. Yeah. Like it's just like it's nuts, man. Yeah. Like if you just actually track what you're doing. Yeah. And that's like this pizza I have in front of me it's a whole pizza with 270 calories in it. Yeah. That's not shit for pizza. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like right now I eat about 2,500 calories in a day. That's, you know what I mean? I'm getting to eat a pizza for 270 calories, which is, you know, if like the pizza we ate on Sunday, like one slice of that was probably, you know, around. That. Yeah.
That was like that and then some. That was one slice. Literally, and it was like.
That will take up your entire day of calories.
Yeah. Like, you're eating like one slice of pizza, you're getting. It's the carbs that are like crazy in that.
Yeah, because what this is 25, like I just said, 270 for calories, 25 grams of protein, and a total of 4 carbs.
Yeah. So there you go. Bonkers, and like it's weird because you know, if you're listening to this and like that's the thing, you're like, oh man, dieting seems so hard. Real Good Foods is really gonna it's gonna help
a lot.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you guys our promo code, which is it's 10% off. I think it's 10% off. I got to get like the numbers down. It's 10% off and free delivery.
Yeah, it was free 2-day shipping, I think.
Yeah, free 2-day shipping. So like if you could make an order and then 2 days later get it.
Yeah, you got it.
The promo code is
That's what I was getting at. Yeah.
TUG. TUG. So just go to realgoodfoods.com.
Tug away.
Type in the promo code TUG. And you could just tug away at Real Good Foods.
Check out Real Good Foods. I've posted them on my Instagram story like a little bit, but we'll start posting more stuff.
Yeah, this is going to be a big thing. So.
Yeah, it's a really cool company. They're doing really cool things because I don't know. That's like always been some of my favorites. Like we've gotten it through the podcast. I saw a guy write to you on Twitter not too long ago just about like stuff we do that have like encouraged people to like basically start moving and get in the gym. And just start feeling better, so it's cool that this shit helps.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's the thing too. Is like, for me, dieting is it's like a subjective thing. You're gonna find something that works, and you stick with it. You know what I mean? And like, you know, I hate the term cheat day. I like reward day. Yeah, because you're busting your ass, and like you deserve a day of like that. And like, you know, my girlfriend is like, this is what she does for a living. She coaches people in like figure models fitness, and stuff like that. So like, she's constantly counting macros for other people and herself on top of that. Yep. And you know, I learn a bunch through her, and she does like, we've went out and eaten. It's crazy because I just eat the rest. It sucks. Yeah. She like eats what she can.
Yeah.
And then I eat the rest, which is, But for some reason,
that's why you're big brother.
I'm a 40-year-old superhuman. So, yeah. But yeah, Real Good Foods, promo code TUG.
TUG.
And then for Cured, that's what is it? Cured Nutrition.
Yeah, promo code was ETID.
ETID. Yeah.
ETID.
And there you go.
Yeah.
That's it.
Also, today is our 50th episode.
Our 50th episode. And the worst part is like we were going to do, like Ricky Shane Page, Gregory Iron, and Dr. Dan were all here.
About 3 days ago.
And I brought the rig. Like I had the travel rig with me, ready to go. And
we watched SummerSlam.
But they drove from
Oshawa.
It was
They got
wild.
here at about 8 o'clock, I think.
Yeah.
We had like just started watching SummerSlam, which ended between like like.
It was late.
It's about 11 p.m. But then, I mean, they had to drive home to Cleveland, which was like 3:30.
Yeah.
And I mean, some dudes had to work at like 7 in the morning.
Yeah, Dr. Dan had to work at like 7.
There was no. I know Greg had to work too. There was no there was just no time to rip a podcast, which was because I'm really excited to get Ricky on.
We
here
have
too.
to get Ricky on. Ricky was like
we have to get Ricky. We have to get M Dog. It's gonna happen.
Ricky was so excited about the
backyard episode.
The backyard episode that he was like, this is the best episode. I could talk backyard wrestling. So like, imagine Ricky Shane Page just on 11 talking about backyard wrestling.
Yeah,
it was really funny because like again like. A lot of us, we all hang out with wrestlers, and like we all love wrestling and stuff like that. But then you talk to Ricky Shane Page, and he's like, dude, you got to get the Powerbomb app because, or Powerbomb TV because you can watch this like crazy Mexican death match thing that happens in a junkyard. It's awesome.
Yeah,
and you're like,
they just do death matches in like there's no ring, just like in a junkyard.
I would never watch that in my life.
But for me,
he was so excited.
Yeah, for me, like I can watch that stuff for about 5 minutes and be kind of like, ha ha ha. Like I can't watch it for like an hour.
But like Ricky understand, you know what I mean? Like he loves wrestling so much that like even that makes sense to him in that world. And yeah, he's a fantastic human being.
Ricky's a good talk, man. And then when we get up, like it's just the Cleveland dudes, man. We've been lucky enough to have Greg on here. Ricky's going to be good. M Dog is going to be amazing. He's like the best storyteller there is. There's always been a joke like Cleveland just produces like great people and great wrestlers. I mean, like,
Jason Prohibition's there.
Yeah, The Miz.
Yeah,
fucking Johnny Gargano. Yeah. Like EC3. Like I don't know. They all come from Cleveland. It's nuts.
Where's Fandango from?
I always forget.
I thought he was a Cleveland dude.
He's a bit of a gypsy because I always thought he was from like Portland. He's a Boston guy.
A Boston guy. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's actually Boston, but like Massachusetts.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought he was
He lived in Texas. Like he's lived a bunch.
He throws a Cleveland vibe.
Yeah, he did. Him and EC3 are very similar.
Yeah, strong
Cleveland vibe, but he's
nothing wrong with that.
Massachusetts brother.
Yeah. Then we're gonna, we could have Human Furnace from Ringworm on this. We could have Dwid from Integrity on this.
Human Furnace is a great name.
Dude, he's the best, man. One of the greatest.
Where the hell me and when me and Laura went to pick up our Butcher and Blade gear in Oshawa, I listened to you on Jamie Joss's podcast.
Yeah.
And I didn't know, I remember hearing Ringworm back in the day. Yeah. And then you put over like their last couple albums.
Yeah, they're fucking awesome.
I put them, I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, and I thought that was really cool. Like even like Jamie was like, I don't know if I should say this, but like, throwing Ringworm on a tour in 2018. Obviously, there's like some managers that like they would put on like a local opener.
Yeah.
But he's like, dude, these guys, they're my buddies. They're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I think that's cool as shit.
They're just like James, aka Human Furnace. Yeah. He literally is like he's a legend, man. Like the guy is just a great human being.
That's sweet.
And I don't know. That's like it sucks because I like sit around and I'll like see people like in wrestling. I'm like, that dude deserves to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
Like there's dudes in metal like that. Like Human Furnace is such a good
Basically,
dude.
he should be doing more than he is.
Yeah,
he deserves
they're great.
it. Yeah.
And it's just like the thing is that like big bands like Metallica and stuff like that won't take chances on bands like that anymore because. Yeah. But the thing is, when you're selling 4 million records, a band that sells 200,000 records, like a band like Avenged Sevenfold or something like that, you're like, yeah, that's a small band to take on tour. And you're like, to us, it's like, they're fucking huge.
Exactly.
It's like Avenged Sevenfold's an enormous band.
Yeah, if they came to the area, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
I got you.
But then, Metallica will take like Cavelotech or like Death Heaven on tour. Yeah. And it's like the weirdest thing in the world.
Yeah. Is that like a label thing or something?
No,
or like,
I think they're just fans. I know that like, just buddies with the guys. I was pretty heartbroken when we played with Metallica last year at that like,
their festival.
That range.
In Ohio?
It was, I can't remember. Rock on the Range. I think that's what it's called.
Oh yeah.
And, like the only band Metallica watched that day was Death Heaven.
Oh really?
They didn't watch us.
How did that like get around or something like that?
No, they were on stage watching Death Heaven.
Oh.
Yeah, you could like see them and it's like, God damn it. Like, watch us. Not that I love Death Heaven, so like, very cool.
So now that's the band Hannah just went to go see, right?
Yeah.
That was, I haven't put them on yet, but is it Drab?
Drab Majesty.
Yeah, you had that on in the car.
Yeah.
I've been listening to that, and then I want to listen to.
Hannah sent me like this picture of this band, Drab Majesty.
Yeah, what you say they look like?
They look like sprockets. They look like a cross between like sprockets and then the art, like when Danny DeVito plays the art dealer in It's Always Sunny.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember the guy's name right now,
yeah.
like that character's name, but they look like a cross between that.
Okay.
And then the music is just like, it's just sci-fi music, like music that would be in like a sci-fi movie.
Yeah, it's very like new wave.
It's
like,
Kravinsky. It's like Kravinsky. It's like music from that movie Drive.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
very, like
like
Depeche Mode. Like,
yeah, they're great.
But it's really good.
Yeah.
That's all I've been listening to the past 2 days.
And then Deaf Heaven sounds like if
that's what I want to listen to next.
Robert Smith made black metal.
Yeah.
It's like fast and pretty.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's awesome.
I gotta put that on today.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good shit. But they just played out on the West Coast, right? They're on tour now.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're out on tour now.
That's badass.
Hopefully, if they make it to the East Coast, that would be cool to see.
I was gonna check it out and try and see if that actually.
The only
came
thing
out
is like
this
something
way.
like that will come to Toronto.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah. But yeah. So going back to the 50th anniversary of this podcast.
Not the 50th. You said 50th anniversary.
Yeah, it's kind of like a 50th
we do
anniversary.
think this is our 50th anniversary, and then like our 1 year. Thanks to Mark Adam Haggerty for pointing that out. It's either next week or the week after.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. But I remember we recorded our first episode in your parents' living room.
Yeah.
And I remember it was like over the summer. So yeah, it's got to be coming up the next couple of weeks. So
it was sick.
50th today.
Yeah.
1 year coming up soon.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, we do anything special? No. I just ate leftover meatloaf.
This sounds terrible, but like I was actually really excited. Like the sharing the microphone thing to me is getting like so I was actually really excited. It was just me and you, and we had our own mics. I was really looking forward to that.
I mean, the thing is too is that like we just have to figure out a way to do it. Like there's a way to get more USB ports.
Yeah.
Just figure it out.
Exactly.
It's not a big deal.
We'll get there, but I think so far we're doing okay.
I think it's just we're two dummies that don't understand technology, so.
Yeah, me more so than you. But
yeah, we just plug in and see what happens.
We're definitely we're trying, man.
Yeah.
Did Mile 22?
Yeah.
You just saw, and you said, I mean, like you're like the third person now that said it was like really good.
Dude, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. It's definitely like a brainless action movie.
Oh, sweet.
You know what I mean?
I didn't know.
Like,
See,
you
I was,
just get it.
okay. I was expecting more. Okay.
Yeah, it's like there's like thought-provoking stuff, but the root of it is it's just
a fun action movie.
Mark Wahlberg. I don't know what the girl's name is, but
Ronda Rousey.
No, she doesn't last long.
Gotcha.
They built that up real quick. Spoiler alert. Doesn't last long. Yeah, there's a female actress in it that has like, she's just a badass, like a super badass.
Oh, really?
It. Yeah, and then it has like I can't say his name. I don't know his name. Dude from the Raid.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like
I was gonna say
whooper.
for you to not know an actor's name is pretty mind blowing stuff.
Indonesia, the Indonesian dude
Indonesian
that whoops
brother.
ass.
Yeah, from
The Raid 1 and 2.
Yeah, your favorite movies of all time.
Dude, those movies are fucking awesome. He does some killer shit in this one too. He like rips dudes apart.
That's so cool. I want to see it.
He's
like,
an ass
I was
whooper.
actually thinking because like we should also mention this is going to come out tomorrow. Friday is Blackcraft Wrestling in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But real quick, after this we got that Saturday ESW in Buffalo, Sunday Smash Wrestling in Toronto. Like I want to go see a movie like after the weekend to fucking wrap it up. And you said you'd see it again, right?
100%.
Yeah.
I'll see it again.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
That the new AMC just opened up in
downtown.
Oh, by the way, MoviePass has restarted my account 3 times now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you call?
No. Is there a number to call?
I don't know. We got a call.
Okay. I tried calling. This turns out this was a Canadian thing. Laura thought you could put a stop payment on it, but you can't. That's a total Canadian thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Stop payment is a.
You would have to like basically the guy wanted me to like change my debit card, and I was like, well, then I have to change everything. That's a pain in the ass.
That's not gonna happen.
So I don't know what the fuck MoviePass is doing, but
Yeah, I feel like that's got to be like some sort of like
illegal activity.
They're stealing our money.
Yeah, I don't know how I can cancel something, and then I've gotten I keep getting the email of like, so we started your new account. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, like,
I just keep canceling and they just keep restarting it.
Go away, MoviePass.
Yeah,
we were putting it over so hard. I feel like Joe Rogan right now. Yeah, Joe Rogan loves talking shit about things he backed like 3 months ago.
Bulletproof coffee? I can't trust that guy.
Rewind 2 years ago when he was like,
You have to drink bulletproof coffee.
Wearing the t-shirt.
Yeah. Because the dude was giving him money.
That was, so, now they got the AMC gimmick. I still got to get on it, but the theater opened up in Buffalo.
It's awesome.
I'm fucking pumped.
Yeah,
dude, a lot of people are pumped. I guess they're getting like a liquor license. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Huh.
They're supposed
They're
to.
going to make it like I think they have so much room when you walk in the.
Oh, it's big?
Like when you walk in, something weird happened too. Like the expo's right next to it.
Yeah.
And it's Sunday. It went
Isn't
Sunday.
the expo's like across the street.
It's right next to it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So like, this is really weird. There's a sign and I was kind of running late. And I couldn't find parking down there. There was something going on, like maybe at like Shays or something.
Yeah.
And I just cruised. There was a sign that said you can either go around that like alleyway that goes to like the front or whatever, or you can go through the expo. So I was like, oh, I'll check the expo. And there was a door for the expo. I opened it and went in. 0 people in there. It was closed. They're not open on Sunday.
Oh, but the door was open.
I was just chilling in the expo and had to go out a fire escape out the front to get to the movie theater. And then when I got out there was like a modeling agency like teaching people. I mean, literally, I opened the door and I almost hit a woman walking. Oh,
like the aisle,
like doing her walk,
the catwalk thing. Yeah.
And I was like, "Whoa, sorry,
sorry,
guys.
everybody.
Hey, how am I looking?" Got a job out of it. They were like, "Oh,
they told me to
balding, fat 40-year-old
with a mustache,
super hairy.
They told me to stay.
We need him for this thing." It turns out we got Kmart's fall preview.
Lumberjack line.
Yeah. Gonna toss you in this nice polo and these slacks. Make you look sharp.
we got nobody else that looks like you. We need you.
This is great. Yeah.
I was just trying to go to the new AMC.
Turns out we need a new brawny man. There you are.
We just got this huge paper towels deal.
Yeah. Jesse's been going to acting school. He just had to go through the expo just to get work. I'm now the new like representative for hefty garbage bags. I gotta have a promo code next week.
Yeah, for hefty garbage bags.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man. But yeah, so our weekend that we got coming up. Black Craft on Friday is gonna be bomb.
Yeah.
And we did.
Can't wait.
Just before I was gonna bring it up, right before SummerSlam, and when Ricky and all those guys got here, we went. What's it called? Silo City.
Yeah,
down
Silo
in
City.
Buffalo, where we filmed
that promo.
Yeah, the Butcher and Blade promo, which came out. I think they dropped it on Monday.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is a funny tidbit. Is like, I feel like it was easy for us to act angry because it smelled so bad inside that little. I mean, you really no sold it, but it was.
I wasn't minding it.
I mean, it was not.
It smelled like dog food. It smelled like when you open like dry dog food.
Yeah,
is what it smelled like. Just a very extreme version of it, but it smelled like that.
Your dog got sick and took diarrhea in the dog bed with the dog food.
That.
But not just that it smelled. It was like. And it was like the deeper we walked in there, like it got stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
It was literally like burning my nostrils at points. Like it smelled like, it smelled pretty bad is like the biggest understatement.
I didn't mind it.
You just said you liked it.
I didn't mind it.
I liked it.
Yeah, I didn't. It smelled like dog food, reminding me of my dog.
It was big. Puff was there, just like in the background with like a shirt over his nose.
Yeah,
it was kind of like, let's get this done as soon as possible.
Remember when we waited for Puff for 45 minutes? Yeah. I'll bury him every chance I can.
Yeah, well, I think
we left the movie.
We talked about getting together at 4.
Yeah.
And then we were all running a little late. The idea was 4:30, 4:45.
Yeah, I came to grab you. It was like 4:20.
Yeah, it was a little
bit
say 4:20. After 4. Yeah, sure.
And then we were out, and I think we were at like Riverworks pretty. I mean, it wasn't.
We were there
pretty
before
quick.
4:45. And then Bennett just typed Silos into his GPS.
And it just went to like some restaurant,
like a totally
in
different part of town,
East Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Puff. Like,
Oh yeah, but before
always
that,
something going on with that guy.
Yeah.
He's always either getting dressed when he like he'll pull up and he's just got no shirt on, pants, like shorts.
I meant to tell you that when he drove me to wrestling practice while you were still gone. He showed up and got out of the van with no shirt on, a towel around his neck, like it looked like he just got out of the shower.
Yeah.
And then just started digging through his van for like clothes. So it's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck are you doing?
He got a job finally.
Yeah.
So apparently he's working at Hogue Market in Lakeview. So if Buffalo locals, if you want to go see Puff work, he works there during the day.
Go say what's up to brother.
Yeah.
But no, so yeah, you guys got out of the movie. What did his van broke
His
down?
van like didn't break down; it just overheated.
Yeah.
And he needed he texted me on my way there, but I was just parking. He goes, "If you can, bring radiator fluid." And I was like, "Dude, I'm parking right now." So I got to the movie and then just left him.
I would imagine this isn't like, a half an hour before the movie starts. It's probably like 10 minutes before the movie starts.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, man, if you could grab some radiator fluid.
And then I was like, and then as I was leaving, I just go, dude, I got to go pick up Jesse, man.
We're going
deal
from
with this.
here right to another spot.
And I was like, Bennett's coming down to Buffalo. See if Bennett can bring some. Or just get in my car.
Yeah,
we'll just deal with it after.
Later.
Which would have been fine. We would have been working right away.
What was the like sad text Bennett sent? It was like, I just picked up Puff in front of a dollar store.
Yeah, I just had to pick up Puff in front of at a dollar store.
Yeah, he's like broken down in front of a dollar store.
And I was like, that was the saddest text I've ever read.
I know.
That guy.
Yeah, so I think we got started at about 6:30.
Yeah.
Bennett and Puff made us wait for like a good strong hour.
It happens. Yeah. But we got it done. Met Swanee Jim, the guy that runs the silos. They were doing a poetry night. There was a ton of people.
So like this, I mean, that was my first time at the silos are just, I'm trying to think how to explain them. They're just
it's an old grain mill.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
Parts are still open, I think. Parts
Yeah.
aren't. There's water back there.
Mm-hmm.
There's just, I mean,
Buffalo River runs right through there.
yeah, I mean, for us, you saw if you saw the promo, you saw what it looked like. It was for old, broken down, cool looking background. It was perfect.
Yeah.
But then there's parts that are still up and running.
Yeah, kind of. That nothing is up and running. They have it gimmicked up with lights and stuff like that. They
Yeah.
can turn everything on, but none of the actual gear works.
Yeah.
They can't just start making grain.
But the thing is, the place is huge, and then there's a guy named Swanee Jim.
Yeah, he just lives there.
Yeah, he lives there, and he's the manager.
Yeah, he's the caretaker.
Yeah, and we were walking up, dressed in total gimmicks, and
I looked we straight up looked for lack of better words, we looked like white power guys.
that's what I was trying to think of a good way to put a
straight up just two bald guys.
Yeah,
I have
camo pants
army
tucked
fatigues
tucked into high tech boots.
Yeah,
tattooed with a black tank top on.
Yeah,
I had what were they called? Not track pants.
Fatigues. He just had black fatigues on.
Yeah, black fatigues on, tucked into black boots, and a black t-shirt. And,
Yeah.
Bald guys.
Just looked insane.
He's like, "Can I help you?" We were just like, "Yeah," just trying to brother him up. Hey, we just got to cut this wrestling promo, and it's just.
I love that he was just yeah, just do it over there. There was no questions. It was just yeah, just do it over there.
Kind of there's no way he knows what the fuck pro wrestling is. Because usually it's wrestling. What kind of wrestling? He was just yeah, if you guys, I got poetry starting at 45 minutes. Just go back there, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
cool. Thanks.
Just cool, dude. And then they drew a bunch of people. If you're in Buffalo, if you're traveling through Buffalo, you can get done in 2 hours.
Yeah.
You can get the whole city done. You can see everything.
Get your wings.
And then if you're looking for something cool to do, you should go to the silos because it's really fucking cool.
And then remember when we were leaving, there was a sign for a bar with appetizers.
There's a bar there. I don't know where. Oh no, you know what? I think that's what that was. Where we parked next to.
Was that probably
that building? It looked nice. That building looked really nice.
In the front there. I was thinking maybe that was back where the poetry was, but maybe that. They're right. There was a decent looking building with people around it.
Yeah,
that's probably what. I mean, it said just a bar with appetizers, so you don't need.
That's
much.
cool.
Yeah,
But you can like go there. You can like rent like kayaks and cruise like the Buffalo River.
Like, we were worried about filming stuff. It would have kind of killed the vibe with people kayaking in the background. So
I mean, that turned out really good.
Yeah.
You were rocking this like weird Jason Statham vibe where you like the stubble and the hair was exactly the same.
That's exactly what I was going for.
Yeah.
One of the best on my Instagram was somebody commented, and I'm imagining it's just like an Every Time I Die fan. His comment to the promo was in all caps, "I'm moshing," which I just thought,
yo, if someone busts out a mosh to us wrestling
to a promo, I thought that was like the coolest thing ever.
Actually, it's pretty rocking.
It's just all caps, "I'm moshing" to this promo.
Very cool. Very cool.
I thought that was great.
Yeah, if you guys are wondering, the thing that you heard when we started the podcast, that's our new
The Butcher and Blade
theme song, like
from
our entrance.
Colin from Twitching Tongues.
Colin from Twitching Tongues, like, really just did a bang up job. He just took that, did the whole vocal part in the beginning for us.
Yeah,
and then
you picked that part of their song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just a breakdown over and over again.
It's fine. It just sounds like death is coming.
Yeah, just one breakdown. There's no difference, just that riff over and over again. And then it's
entrance music, that's all you need for about a minute.
Yeah.
You're good.
And I like the fact that he did like a victory version too.
Yeah.
So like there's no intro.
When we win, you can't do the intro over again. Yeah.
So cool.
We always used to laugh. That was WCW used to screw that up all the time. You know what I mean? Like it's like when The Rock came out, it'd be like, if you smell what The Rock is cooking. But then if you won, it was just the music.
Yeah.
But WCW used to screw that up sometimes, and like when the guy won, it would like do his catchphrase again.
Yeah.
It was just really weird.
That is really weird.
Yeah, you gotta edit that.
You know
part
the
out.
wrestling was great though.
For sure.
Yeah. So that's the Butcher and the Blade stuff. Like I got my monocle.
Yeah.
Now,
which was.
You got the mask.
Dude, but when I sent that picture to Laura this morning, she was loving it. The first one is just like you like laying on the couch, like wincing with like a monocle in one eye.
Yeah.
And then the second one all gimmicked up.
It's real hard to see.
Dude, there's
But it makes me make a mean face.
Yeah, because that's how you have to hold it there, right?
Yeah.
You have to like, literally hold it with your eyeball?
Yeah. I got to gimmick it up somehow. I was thinking about getting like two-sided tape and like lining the top.
Oh, yeah.
So it stays in place.
Yeah. I didn't even think of where's the chain go to?
My neck. It's like a necklace.
Oh, it's like a necklace? Sweet.
Yeah.
Well,
which is kind of rad.
Fucking so then it's like
yeah.
I love it.
And I bought 3 of them.
Yeah.
Just in case. Like Jocko Willink always talks about he's got a saying that like through Every Time I Die I've totally taken, but it's always 1 is none, 2 is 1, which means always have a backup.
Yeah.
If you have 1, when it goes down, you're fucked.
You're fucked.
So if you have 2,
yep.
When 1 goes down, you still have 1.
I always I got like this new black hat I like a lot from Target, and I want to get another one because if I lose that, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
As Laura laughs at me in the background.
Dude, I'll tell you what, I got me and Hannah came out for the Texas shows of Warped Tour, and then we drove from whatever the last day was. I think the last day was San Antonio, Houston, maybe? I don't know. But we drove from Houston to Nashville, which is like a 16-hour drive or whatever. We just rented a car and just did it.
It's 16
It was
hour?
awesome, though.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. And we like stopped at a Target, and they had like they had a seafoam green MTV shirt.
Oh.
And then a peach colored, like vibrant peach colored Beavis and Butthead shirt.
Oh my gosh.
And like they fit perfect. Like the 2XL fit me literally perfect.
Yeah.
And I should have grabbed like 8 of them.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's one of those when you look back and you're like, fuck.
Yeah. And they're like my favorite shirts, and they're like long sleeves. They're really thin.
Yeah.
They're
comfy.
The sickest shirts.
I have a
Target rocks.
Like I have a really hard time with hats, fitting right, and Target hats always fit me perfect.
Yeah.
Like any hat, like whatever style, the Target hats always fit me.
That's Old Navy for me, man.
Yeah.
Anytime I walk into an Old Navy, everything fits right. A 2XL is my size. It should just be called the AW.
Yeah.
It shouldn't even be XL. It should just say AW on it.
The first time I think me and you went to the outlets, like when you walked into Old Navy, the fucking joy.
That's
you're
my
like,
favorite.
I got a credit card. Like, you were
Yeah, man.
so
I'll tell you what. The worst part about Old Navy is the credit card.
Yeah.
Like paying it is like the worst thing in the world. Like they've locked me out
where
of the
it
internet
fucked you over.
numerous times.
Ugh.
It's a bank called Synocracy. So now it gets to the point where if I buy something, I can't pay for it until they call me, which is the worst, right?
Yeah.
And when they call me, because I am who I am, I argue with the person and go, "Oh no, just you have my password. Just use my password and just pay for it. Like my credit card information's in there."
Exactly.
And then they're like, "Yeah, well, we can't do that." And it's like, "Yeah, but you have the information though, and you won't give it to me. So just use the information that I filled out on the online thing, and then you can pay for it."
Yeah, because this whole thing is stupid.
Yeah, and then the lady will be like, "Well, we got to like charge you because you're using like you pay for it with a debit card." And I was like, "Yeah, but the information's online, and you can just read it because you're the one that set it up.
Yeah.
Here, it's there. Just use it."
I'm pretty sure it's right in front
And
of
then,
you.
do you want to pay for this today? Nah, you can do it. And I'll just do this. And I'll do it for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. They'll call me every day. And then finally, I'm just like, okay, here's my credit card information. You can pay for it. But I fuck with the people all the time.
Yeah.
And they probably are just like, oh, they see my name come up and they're like, not again. I got to deal with
Like
this
it goes
guy.
around the office like, fuck, I got to call Andrew Williams.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, just pay for it. It's cool. You got the information. Yeah, you're looking at it. See that? The password's right there. You can just give it to me and I can pay for it online and not pay you. And I just do that. I battle these people.
Yeah.
I love it. I feel so bad if you're listening and you're one of those people. I'm sorry.
Well,
but
I mean, they
just give me my password back.
I've always like dug Target. I think everybody has.
Yeah.
But then like this summer they have like this new line of clothing called Goodfellow Company, I think.
Yeah.
And it's like I got those are the 2 pairs of shorts I wear for the summer. Like it's fucking awesome.
I
Like,
bought a pair.
Target's not Target Care's champion now. They like stepping it up, man.
Target, I think it was Target. I bought oh my God, I can't remember. It's a golfer. I bought golfer shorts. But they were like nice and light. And I hate wearing shorts.
Yeah. I
like
can't do shorts.
I just can't do shorts out. Like if I'm going to do something like go see a movie or something, I have a hard time wearing shorts. I just don't like going out in public with shorts.
Gotcha.
But like Warped Tour, you're so hot all the time,
it's like
you
100
have to wear
degrees.
shorts.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'll get shorts that I can wear like out to do things.
Yeah.
And I got some like golfer shorts, like Greg Norman or something like that, like shorts. It was pretty cool.
Nice and light.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good find.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just be the face of that thing again now that I'm a model.
Of golfer shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that I got my hefty bags and brawny title.
Yeah. That's me. What was I going to say? We saw Mile 22, trying to go over things here.
Laura, didn't we just see something? Not the Meg. We saw something else, didn't we? No, we went to see the Meg and then we went to go see something. Me, you, and Puff.
Did we go see that dog shit movie?
Well, you saw Slender Man, which you said.
Slender Man is the worst movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's a big bummer, man.
Literally the worst movie I've ever seen.
That bad?
I wish I had fallen asleep. That's how bad the movie was.
I wish I'd slept during the movie.
Solo, I saw Solo, which I liked, and I fell asleep both times.
Oh, yeah.
And like I enjoyed that movie and fell asleep both times, but I fell asleep where I didn't fall asleep the time before. So I saw the whole movie. It just took me 2 times.
I mean, like we've talked, like, I don't like to go off people's opinions, but like you're the second person that told me that's like the Slender Man is one of the worst movies they've ever seen.
I'd love to get the critic on, get his take of Slender Man. Like actually give him the money. Like here's $9 or $12, whatever.
Give us a full review.
Go see Slender Man. You're going to be on the next podcast. And then he'd be like, "Well, it's a tale of 2 women."
It was that bad though.
Oh my God, man!
Yeah,
it was just terrible.
It's always weird. How's it like? There's so much shit that like doesn't come out, but then how does that even get released?
I don't understand why you don't just do the original Slender Man story of the 2 little girls.
The one thing she read about it too, she was like, this movie came out way too late, and it's like just do that original story. Like
the original story is terrifying if you read it. Like read
and
about
he looks
the Slender
terrifying
Man.
too. It's like it's not that hard.
He did not look that terrifying in this. There was some weird wood thing that would happen, like when he would come around, you'd hear like wood cracking.
Yeah, it's just cheesy.
It was really cheesy. And then they started like, apparently Slender Man can FaceTime. Like, Slender Man has the capabilities of a smartphone. And I'm pretty sure none of them had an Apple phone. I think they were all green bubblers.
What do you mean he FaceTimes?
There was like 2 times during the movie, Slender Man FaceTimes these girls. And then like they're like, oh, who is this calling? Like literally get a call from Slender Man. And then answer the phone. And like it's a FaceTime of him watching the house and then him like walking through doors and stuff like that. It's like he's technologically savvy.
Yes.
Slender Man happens to be
iPhone.
Bill Gates, and he's FaceTiming people.
Oh man.
Ooh, wait a second. Slender Man might be the ghost of Steve Jobs. He's playing for bands on Warped Tour, and he's being just misrepresented as Slender Man. Yeah. Just look at his like tiny little turtleneck. It's just Steve Jobs, man. Don't listen to him.
God damn. That's so weird.
The ghost of Steve Jobs calling people and then just horror. And I don't even think he killed them. I think he just like got in the room with them and then made them kill themselves.
God.
I don't even give a shit about a spoiler alert on this one.
Yeah, because fuck. That's such a bummer.
Yeah. It's just like, I don't know. Like you have a story.
That's what always bums me out is when like it's a really, I mean, like my always go-to was like the first Aliens versus Predator. That's like the easiest fucking movie to make. How do you fuck it up? Yeah. Like that's the same thing with Slender Man, like you said. Like just tell that original
movie,
story.
Though. I didn't mind Aliens versus Predator.
Fuck, man.
I mean, I don't think it was like it's definitely not as bad as Slender Man.
Yeah.
But it has some of my favorite actors in it, which are Predator and Alien. So yeah, it's going to be good no matter what.
Yeah. That was like, because when that came out, that was when they pretty much first started doing like, it's going to come out the night before at midnight. Yeah. And like me and Tiny, we had like a really bad trend where like whenever we were really excited for something, and we went to go see it at midnight, it was always a huge letdown.
Did you go to the original? Like they did that with Blair Witch. They released Blair Witch at
midnight the night before.
Yeah, but they did it at that like Main Street.
Fuck, that sounds so cool.
Where we saw Demon Night.
Oh yeah,
they did it there.
Yeah,
and they didn't let people come out the front door. They let people out the back, which is there's like woods out there.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Fuck, that's
so you had to like leave
man.
out the back. It was like 1:30 in the morning. You just saw Blair Witch, and me and Keith like fell completely for all the. They did like this.
It gets real and like.
Well, they did
they
like
aren't actors.
They did a year and a half of build up on that.
Yeah.
So they started releasing.
They made sure they used actors that weren't. In anything else, basically.
On the internet, they used. They would drop things every once in a while, like little news things and like little videos of like, oh my,
just when you can still get away with that stuff.
And it was like, holy shit, and we were like keeping up on it. And it got to the point where like ETID even had, if you have one, they're probably worth a lot of money, but ETID had made an Every Time I Die Blair Witch ripoff shirt.
That's so awesome.
Before it came out.
Yeah.
We used the logo.
You guys were so hyped on it.
Yeah, and it came out like, I think we released the shirt like a week before the movie come out. And then me, Keith, Jordan, no, there's no way Steve Mitchell went.
No.
But yeah, we all ended up going to see
at like midnight.
At midnight,
that's
at that
awesome.
like weird,
weird
small
theater.
And
that's such a cool gimmick. They let you out the back,
and then they wouldn't let you out the front. They let you out the back,
that's
so you
awesome.
had to like go through these like this little wooded area.
Yeah, I love shit like that, man.
Yeah,
that's like I was so hyped. The first time I saw a trailer in the theater for the first Cloverfield, they didn't give you a name of the movie. They didn't, and it just like it was just the people running onto the street, and then from far away you saw an explosion, and I think it kind of teased.
You see a leg.
Yeah, because it kind of teased it was like a monster, and then the big head from the Statue of Liberty came flying, and then it just dropped the date. Yeah, and it was like like a new monster movie. Like it was so cool they didn't drop a fucking.
Dude, you know what's an underrated movie is Tom Cruise in The Day the Earth Stood Still or whatever.
The War of the Worlds?
War of the Worlds.
A lot of people hated it.
Dude, I loved it, man.
Yeah, I didn't like. I don't know, a lot of people shit all over it.
The critic said that there was 2 movies that he walked out during. Yeah. Because he asked me about Mile 22, and one of the movies was the new Transformers movie, which I stopped after the first one.
Me too. I tried watching some of the second one. It's hard.
I don't do it. And then he said the Miami Vice remake.
Yeah. I watched the whole thing.
Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx, though? I want to watch it again. I feel like we might review that.
You know what's weird is I actually have thought about that movie recently. Probably because I just watched Heat, and
Yeah.
Michael Mann made Heat and Miami Vice.
Yeah.
It's just like, I think it's one of those things, if you just watched it like it's not Miami Vice, it might
Yeah.
be cool. Like it was.
Colin Farrell with an around the mouth, or not an around. Yeah, does he have around the mouth?
I think he had like
a Hogan
around,
stash.
He had like a sweet ponytail.
Yeah.
They I think he had like a Hogan Fu Manchu. I think
Yeah.
you're right. But it's like, I mean, it looks. I mean, it's like the coolest look. All of Michael Mann's movies are
Yeah,
like the
of course.
coolest looking things.
Yeah.
That Collateral with him and
Yeah, it was
Tom Cruise,
amazing.
dude. I've been thinking, I've wanting to watch that again lately.
That movie's
too.
awesome. Tom Cruise with a flat top.
Yeah, he had like gray hair.
Yeah.
and like gray stubble. Like
Yeah.
he's so good, man.
Looked like Nikita Koloff.
Yeah, yeah. It was. It's I don't know that Miami Vice. I remember it's just like I remember being like okay.
I'm gonna watch it.
I do remember being kind of confusing and hard to follow.
You know, that was like they just wanted Bad Boys.
Yeah,
They wanted the same feel as Bad Boys.
pretty much. Yeah,
But I'm gonna watch it again because I feel like he even admitted, he was like, oh man, I was like a teenager and like the dudes I went with were like, this sucks. Let's play basketball.
yeah. They were shitting all over it. Yeah.
So he went
So you walked out on Miami Vice, and what was the other one?
Transformers, the new
Oh
Transformers.
yeah, which is understandable.
Yeah.
but
And then he said Mark Wahlberg's made some stinkers the last couple movies, and I was like, name it,
yeah,
because
exactly.
I don't think he did.
Like he has
Dude.
like random ones like Shooter and
Yeah.
like I don't know. So I mean,
I love Shooter.
I never saw it, so I
I
can't
love
say anything.
Shooter, dude. Other Guys,
Oh, Other
is
Guys rules.
amazing.
Yeah,
Is really good, and the character that he plays in Other Guys is
that's him and Will Ferrell, right?
yeah, a lot like the character in Mile 22.
Oh, okay.
He's like really frantic, has like this. He's got like he's like bipolar,
Yeah.
and has this like weird rubber band that
Yeah.
he snaps over and over
like
again
all the time.
Yeah,
I like a gimmick
like
like
when he
that.
gets like crazy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like to calm him down.
That's I like stuff like that.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
A lot of spoilers for
Yeah.
Mile 22.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, man. The movie's sick. Just go watch it.
Yeah.
Brainless.
You'll have a good time.
Enjoy it. Grab some popcorn.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a good time. Oh, dude, I watched this movie called Devil's Candy with Ethan Embry.
We either watched it or we started it. Fuck.
So it's got like a heavier set dude in it. He's in a ton of movies.
Yeah.
And if
You
you
watched
guys,
it on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
I'm trying to
pay
remember if I-
attention to that actor, whoever
Yeah.
the guy's name is, I'll look it up. His eyes never stop moving. His eyes always move. Every movie he's in,
Yeah.
his eyes never stop
So
moving.
you think he's like that in real life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in every movie.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And he plays like the, antagonist or whatever like that. And then
Okay.
Ethan Embry from Empire Records or Nick Papagiorgio from Vegas Vacation
Yeah.
is the protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
And it's awesome. It's all based on like metal. Like there's like, it's,
Okay, I definitely
it's
haven't watched
sick,
it then.
dude. Like
Fuck.
he's got like a Slayer shirt on.
Yeah.
Metallica plays, like that's the last song you hear is from Who the Bells Tolls.
Shit. There's no way I watched it then. Okay.
Pantera, there's Pantera in it. Like when he first starts painting, you hear like dun, dun,
See, that's
meow.
That's giving me deja vu. I feel like we might have started it and never finished it. Me and Laura have watched. That's like our go-to. Like we love those like Netflix horror movies.
Yeah.
Which bums me out because I can never remember the names of them.
Yeah,
It's good though.
dude, it's awesome.
Yeah?
You should definitely watch it.
Okay.
It's really cool.
I'm in. That's a good find.
But yeah, there's some really good like metal references in it.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's cheesy, but like you can tell it's just made well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's like it's fun.
Yeah,
I mean, like those like Netflix horror movies like that. Like I don't know, I set my standard pretty low, and then they're usually just a good time.
The guy's name is Pruitt Taylor Vince.
Wait, this is the actor?
That's the actor's
Can I see
name.
what he looks like?
Yeah. Let me find. He's on the TV show The Mentalist. That
Oh
dude.
yeah. Oh, he was oh man, he was in The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
He had the cell phone in his stomach.
Yeah.
He's-
And his eyes never stop moving.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That is a real thing.
Always
Huh?
just I want to find out.
He
what-
always plays like a psychopath.
Yeah.
Now, like I think he was in something with Vince Vaughn too. I think he was in that weird Vince Vaughn and J Lo movie.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, you guys list?
For most of his life, Vince has had a condition called nystagmus, which is the involuntary movement of the eye. He often displays his condition in his roles.
Yeah. I mean,
He
how
played
do you
like a
hide it?
crazy dude in a movie
A lot. I think he's done that a lot.
also. Oh shit, he was in Angel Heart. Cool. He was in the movie Barfly. He was in Red Heat.
Oof.
Very cool. Miami. He was in a couple episodes of Miami Vice.
Yeah. Who was Angel Heart? Was that the one with Mickey Rourke?
That yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And De Niro.
Yeah, De Niro.
Was
He
it
was in Fear.
Louis Cypher. He was in Fear.
Yeah. Wild
the-
at Heart. In the Heat of the Night. He's in Jacob's Ladder.
Nice.
Very cool. He was in JFK. He was in. He's a couple episodes of Quantum Leap.
Okay.
China
The Vietnam episode of Quantum Leap is insane.
Yeah, dude, Quantum Leap super underrated.
It really ahead
amazing
it's
TV show.
really ahead of its time.
Yeah.
pretty much. Because when I was a kid, it was like too much for me.
Yeah.
Now I think I would love it.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
It's like I've always wanted to watch. I think I've said it on here before.
Sliders. That show.
The dude who made Lost Highway.
David Lynch.
Yeah. What's this? Twin Peaks.
Oh yeah,
I've never seen an episode.
it's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it was on a long
We
time.
played like a venue in Savannah,
Uh-huh.
and they just had like a Twin Peaks party there, so a stage still looked like the stage from Twin Peaks.
Really?
Like it had like the same checker pattern, had the same red velvet, and the guy's like, "Hey, do you want me to take this stuff down?" I was like, "No, leave it here. We want to play on this."
Are you
It was
insane?
so cool. I posted the picture on my Instagram. It looked really cool.
That's great.
So yeah, he did City Slickers 2. You
Okay,
might
that
know
sounds
him as
familiar.
Bud. Natural Born Killers.
Who was he?
That's really cool.
Killers?
He played like a deputy.
Yeah.
He was in Highlander, the TV show.
The TV show.
X-Files. I know there's a movie that he's like, he's in Dr. Dolittle, but he's uncredited. There is a movie where like you'll know. Oh shit, he was in The Cell.
That's the Jennifer Lopez Vince Vaughn movie.
So it was funny. Yesterday, Hannah brings that movie up a lot.
Yeah?
I think she saw it when she was like a kid, and for some reason, like, it's her go-to for like creepiness.
Okay.
She's like, is it creepy like The Cell?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the other day, like, I confused. I was like, fuck, I want to watch that movie. Because I remember I saw it at the movies.
Me too.
I didn't see it like, whatever. I want to watch that movie again.
Me too. I remember I didn't like it that much.
Dude, I kind of remember digging it like big time, but I think I was like
it's heavy, like
too
it's
young.
deep. Me too. I think the same thing. I don't think I understood it.
but there's
I think he's the killer whose brain they go in.
Oh, yeah,
I think
you're
or his
right.
dream or something.
But then there's Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh fuck, that's
That's
what I'm
who it
thinking
is,
of.
yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
But then there's this movie called The Cube that came out in like '97. It's
Is
like
it-
people stuck in like.
Is it? I
this-
think it's just called Cube,
Cube,
isn't it?
yeah, yeah.
Hacker Scotty O'Shea puts Cube over
Yeah.
big time. He's like, I same thing. I started it late at night, and I was like, "Ooh, this is not something to watch for like 20 minutes." Like,
I
you
kinda
gotta
wanna
really-
watch
You got to
it.
get into it. It's the whole thing's just like people in like a room or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh, he was in Constantine.
That was another one. When I saw it, I didn't like it that much.
I bet
But
you
feel
it's
like it was
good.
fucking
Second
awesome.
watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think too.
I don't think Keanu Reeves does that many like terrible movies.
Exactly.
Let's see here. I know there's one that's gonna like stick out and go like, okay, yeah, that's what it's from.
And you
That's-
know what? I'm wrong. He's not the guy with the cell phone in his stomach from The Dark Knight.
No,
No.
I'll find out.
But
who that
there's
is.
definitely a role that you would recognize him from.
Yeah. Well, nothing's sticking out right now, but he's cool. Just look him up.
He's a good crazy guy actor.
He's a very good. He was in Stranger Things.
Was he?
Yeah. I don't know, one of them.
Maybe the most perfect television show ever made.
Yeah. Okay. So my mom said that. She goes, "You watch Stranger Things?" I was like, "I haven't watched the second episode or season yet."
Oh, really?
I haven't.
That's like I don't binge watch stuff, and I binge watch that.
Yeah.
It was
so I got to get on that.
hard not to.
But apparently, like the third season, they're saying has like a strong, like how they had Ghostbusters in the second season.
Yeah.
The next one is supposed to be like heavily influenced by.
Is it like an '80s show or
Yeah.
movie?
I can't
Monster
think.
Squad or something?
No, not Monster Squad. I can't think of what it is. But yeah, my mom knew about it.
Yeah.
If my mom knows about it,
She's
then
into
it's
it.
out there.
It's out there on Wi-Fi.
Yeah. My mom, I say it again, my mom still thinks that there's going to be an upgrade to Wi-6.
Oh, Y6. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she thinks it's going to be she's on Wi-5 now. She wants the Y6.
Upgrade.
Yeah, she is something else. But yeah, that's that's.
I'm trying to remember how we even got on the subject of that, dude.
He because of he was in Devil's Candy.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I
And
can watch
then
it.
I've been doing this thing because I moved my like big TV out to the garage, so it's nice to just have the garage open and
Especially like in the summertime.
yeah, and just like watch a movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's like really cool.
Yeah.
And kind of hoping that like centaur thing will happen from
From true crime.
from that true crime. Yeah, Sword and Scale. If you've not listened to the centaur episode,
Yeah, we've talked about it on here.
it's fucking crazy.
I'm not a true crime guy, but that
Yeah.
fucking centaur episode is
this
fucking
guy
really creepy.
thinks that he's a centaur and goes on a killing spree.
Like you said, it was basically just a family in their garage with
Yeah.
like the door open, like you said, a furnished garage.
Just watching.
And a wild person just came in, and it's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
So
And
like
just
you said,
eats their
for-
face.
for that. Yeah, and ate their face. But you said for you, like you, it's like you'd be like ready for it. Like,
Yeah.
just hoping you get centaured and you
Dude,
can
I
fuck
got.
that dude up.
I bought a fucking gnarly knife. I was always trying to find this knife called a belly buster, which a belly buster is like where you hit a thing and it shoots out the top, like
do you
it just like it goes like it's a switchblade
like a
that
switchblade.
just comes out the top
Yeah, but
instead of
just shoot-
swings out from
Yeah,
the
it
side.
just goes. Okay. Oh, that's what belly buster means.
Yeah, a belly buster
okay.
because you can just hold it up to someone and it shoots into their
And
stomach.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and I got this one and it was like $180 or something. So I spent some cash on it. I was like, finally, I'm gonna get a nice tactical belly buster.
Yeah.
and it has like a window breaker on the other side, so like if you
so
get
yeah.
trapped.
Yep.
Yeah.
Would you
Been
travel?
thinking
It's
about
good
a
to
lot
have.
about that. Like, and anyways, yeah, we'll get into that. So I bought one, and then when I got it, like the trigger fell off.
Oh.
Like right away, so I had to kind of send it back.
Yeah.
But I
Fuck
have
that.
it in the garage rating.
Yes. when
Centaur.
Centaur comes in, you can just belly bust him right
Yeah.
away. Maybe put it up to his neck, get rid of him.
Yeah. Right through the bottom of his, do it like movie style.
Yeah, so you can like see it in his mouth.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That dude like ingested gas though. He was like drinking gas.
Yeah, the wife said that. She was like, when he came in, he just started like drinking chemicals.
Yeah.
But
Naked.
the creepiest part is when they started researching his because they break it down how he was like slowly going insane.
Yeah.
And like remember his internet researches,
Dude, he had notes.
his history.
He was like writing poems.
And his home-written notes.
So he was like,
He just went crazier
I guess
and
this
crazier.
This kid just liked making notes or poems on his phone.
Yeah.
And they went from like being like, today is nice, I will play dice. Something like
Yeah.
that, to just being like centaur.
Yeah, then the
centaur.
one was I am Centaur.
Yeah,
And
I am
another one was
centaur.
like this is hell. Like it was
Yeah.
just like,
He said, I think it's like
and the stuff he was like searching was,
his sister said that she was scared and like would lock her door at night.
yeah, because she heard him walking around the house talking to himself.
Yeah.
Which it's like a lot of these things. It was like, okay, you were living with your brother. You're locking your door because you're so scared. He's walking around talking to himself.
Yeah,
like,
maybe like
why
get a
do
hold of someone.
Do something. Yeah, talk to somebody or do something or look what happened.
The crazy thing, well, I mean, there's a lot of crazy things. The guy ate a face.
Yeah.
But like one of the craziest parts about it is that it like was all symptoms of what someone would have on bath salts,
Yeah, but they ran the tests.
and he had none of it in his system.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
So,
that
like-
was like because when you're listening to it, like the storytelling's very good, and you're like, oh, it's bath salts, and then here's the twist: they get the results back. No, he had none of that in his
Yeah.
system whatsoever.
It's crazy.
He had like a little bit of weed because he was like that was his whole thing was he couldn't sleep at night.
Yeah.
So he would smoke weed to go to sleep.
Yeah. That one, and I'll tell you what, I just started listening to, I just finished that S-Town podcast.
That's the one we listened to.
Yeah.
Because those are like the only true crimes I've ever listened to.
That S-Town one is awesome.
That caught my attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just, the ending sucked.
Yeah.
The ending just kind of like ended.
Just ends.
And you're kind of like, wait, well,
Yeah,
what about all
but
that stuff? They're making a TV show.
At the same time, though, it's like that's what like these are real stories. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, not all of them have like a beginning and a middle and an end. You know what I mean? Like this is what really happened.
I think the Duplass brothers are doing a story, which they did the stairs. They did the stairs. They did the one in Erie, Pennsylvania, the documentary.
Oh yeah,
I
know what you're talking about.
Evil Genius.
Yes.
And then they did the murder, the big one that was like real popular like 2 years ago. It was like the first Netflix like true crime. Making a Murderer. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Duplass brothers are unreal. So like I think they're doing an S-Town
like a documentary
movie
thing, or
so
like they're gonna make an actual
with
movie.
the staircase. What they did with the staircase is like that. They took all the footage from like 12 years before, and then re-brought it up when he like started. They restarted it. So like it was an original documentary that happened a couple years ago, and then the Duplass brothers took it over, and then went from like when the dude was in jail and his next hearing was coming up. So like 12 years had went by.
Yeah.
And that's what you're watching now. The staircase is like, so they took all the footage from like early on, and then spliced it with like a follow up as to like what happened, and they figured out that it wasn't. Dude, it's crazy. If you like if you read in depth on that staircase thing, they think it's a fucking bird. There's like a theory where like a bird came through like an open window upstairs, because they found like feathers and stuff like that.
Fuck, Laura's been telling me about this. This all because somebody fell down the stairs, right? Yeah.
And hit her head.
Yeah.
And it just so happens that like in this guy's family, like lineage, they lived in like Germany, and a woman died falling down the stairs.
Yeah. So there's like something weird.
So they keep following the dad or whatever, like this has to be him, and then he ends up getting thrown in prison because all the arrows pointed to him.
Yeah.
But like there's a crazy theory that like a bird swooped in.
Yeah.
And like scared her.
Yeah.
And because there was like blood on the ceiling or not, or I don't know. I
Just
can't remember
in like
all
a weird
like
spot where there's no way it could be
wild.
or something. Yeah.
And there's like feathers and shit like that, and like crazy.
That's
And that Evil Genius thing, if you guys ETID history, Evil Genius, we used to play Erie all the time. Like we would play Erie probably like twice a month for a while.
Yeah, it's only an hour and a half.
And and we would always go eat at Eaton Park on Peach Street every single time after. That bank is right next to it. God. And like that's 2003 is when that happened. Yeah. And that's like right when we would play there like a lot.
That's so weird, man.
Yeah, man.
I haven't watched the Evil Genius thing.
It's great.
I heard it's fucking out there.
It's great.
Yeah.
Well, that's like an easy watch too.
Erie, Pennsylvania.
You'll finish it like that.
That's what. It's because it's not very long or something.
It's just good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's I don't know. True crime is like Laura. She listens to like all the podcasts and I don't know, freaks herself out. I like the only ones I've ever the Centaur one and the S-Town one.
Yeah.
Those are the ones we listen to.
The only ones that don't freak me out.
S-Town, they're thinking about making an actual movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the only thing that ever freaks me out is like stuff with kids.
Yeah.
I can't really listen to stuff with kids.
Yeah.
That like freaks me out.
No,
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I will say this though. So Jericho had Flat Earth Guy on again.
Fuck, I meant to tell you that.
Yeah.
I saw he was on again.
Oh, I listened to it. Of course I did. But it has nothing to do with Flat Earth now.
Yeah, did they talk about something else?
They talked about, they said the satanic government.
Okay.
But it's basically like they're just talking about how the one wild thing is they talk about the number 33 coming up over and over again. And there's people who have like 33 numbered names, like, and I don't know the decipher how they figure that out, but like Kennedy is one,
gotcha.
Like Oswald is one.
So is it almost kind of like Illuminati stuff?
It's all about the Illuminati and stuff like that, and like it's wild. And like Flat Earth dude barely talks. He brings a buddy, who just goes and keeps cutting them off. Oh wow! Like the whole time he's like, no, let me explain this really quick. And he's just talking a mile a minute. But dude, you listen to it and you're like, holy shit, like. Again, like it's just to me,
it's
man,
interesting.
Maybe it's because my imagination is so wild. Like I have a crazy imagination. As it just gets you like thinking, and then it's like, oh fuck, right? So, like last night, I'm sitting in the garage. I watched like some DC cartoon movie that was trash. And then I was like, I'll watch this like Illuminati documentary. Yeah. And started it, and then Hannah called me, and I felt like I
went down this weird. YouTube hole the other day. You've seen Eyes Wide Shut?
Yeah.
I didn't know the whole story of like Stanley Kubrick made it, and he died like
in
right
the process.
No, like basically, the thing that I read was, or the videos I watched was, he made the movie. He had signed some kind of contract where like they couldn't mess with it.
Yeah.
And they did a preview of it or whatever. People said that Kubrick went into like an office with like officials, and they were obviously arguing. They wanted him to take like 20, 25 minutes out of it, and he wouldn't do it. And he was like, "No, it's in my contract. You can't do that."
Yeah.
And then he died, and then they took that out of the movie.
What?
So there's like, yeah, there, and then like they actually showed it like on like the DVD.
25 minutes.
Yeah, they took it out.
Yeah.
And then they said they showed like on the DVD, like the extras, like they interview like Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, and when they get asked about like Stanley Kubrick dying, like it's like uncomfortable. They're like, was he sick or anything like that? And they were like, no, like it's just really weird. Like they say he died of a heart attack, but like, I mean, then they get real deep into how they could have done that. And,
of course,
but it's the big thing they say is I remember thinking the movie was okay, but this was the ending was, I remember like Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise are like walking through a toy store with their kids.
Yeah.
And then she's just like, we need to do something, blah, 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 fuck. And then the movie ends. But they showed it's them two walking through the toy store, and they have their daughter with them. And then they start talking, and their daughter walks off, and there's these like two older guys in the background.
Yeah.
And she walks off with them. And they're like two older guys from like one of the parties they went to at like the beginning.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be like they never got away. He never got away from like the fucking Illuminati ring.
Yeah.
And it's either they sold their kid to them, or it was him like kidnapping their daughter. And I guess they say that the 20, 25 minutes they took out is supposed to be all like the pedophile stuff.
Oof.
Because like there's all those like pedophile rumors and all that. It's like that's what they wanted to take out.
Hannah said that she lived like 20 minutes from Bohemian Grove, which is Bohemian Grove is like the place where they claim like all that shit happens.
Oof.
Bohemian Grove is like where like all the satanic rituals happen.
Yeah.
All the like, like all these like insane claims that like
it seems
government officials
way too over the top.
Yeah, are drinking children's blood.
Yeah, and they're wearing satanic masks and
like stuff like that. They say that it all happens at Bohemian Grove, which is like in Northern California.
Very out there. But I didn't know that's how Stanley Kubrick died. I was like, oh, that's really fucking weird.
If you think about it though, like if you have a shit ton of money, like if you're like a political, you really can't do anything without a bunch of people.
Yeah.
There has to be like a sanctuary for them. Like what if those dudes?
Yeah, like where they go. So.
Obama just wants to play cornhole with someone.
Yeah, and like drink and
just like party. Like they should have
especially
places,
nowadays with cameras and all
they
that
should
shit.
have places like that.
Yeah.
So like
but I mean,
think
whether they need to be wearing really weird masks and fucking prostitutes.
Yeah, like, you get that like that over imagination that like these guys come up with.
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
Oh, they're out there drinking children's blood and blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, settle down, man.
Yeah.
They probably are playing cornhole and drinking wine.
Yeah.
And maybe doing blow. Who cares?
Your boy Tyler Body, Detailed told me a story in a car once about how like there's always that rumor like Jay-Z and Beyonce like hold up the Illuminati sign all the time.
Yeah.
And like there's like a picture of Beyonce and her eyes like are glowing, and it was just like, Body,
see ya, man.
please stop talking right now.
Yeah.
Like I can't. I'm trapped in this car and I can't take it anymore.
I do like all that stuff. Just
it's
so
interesting, yeah. And I mean,
crazy.
I don't know. I didn't know
like
that.
Check
Stanley
this
Kubrick
out, right? The guy, because
weird.
obviously it's with Jericho, so the guy like brings up and he's like Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Yeah.
Kennedy's a 33 name.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so now it's World Wrestling Entertainment. In their logo, why is it not an E? When you turn it sideways, what is it? It's a 33.
Yeah.
And like they're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
and
sweet.
He's like looking at a title, like him holding the title, and just is a 33 sideways. It's like shit. Like and they're like, yeah, it comes up all over the time. Like no, like Simpson is a 33 name, and then like they're claiming that Denise Simpson was Nicole Simpson the whole time, and that she's still alive. All the pictures that we saw with OJ with Nicole Brown Simpson actually was just Denise Simpson. And then they have all these like things. So like, oh, at the end of the first deliberation, like OJ holds up a banana and makes a stabbing motion and smiles at the camera.
Yeah.
Like that's him laughing at us because the whole thing is a joke. And then the Goldmans sue him for $33 million. Just like all this crazy shit comes up and you're like, what the fuck, man? Why does this number keep coming up?
It's interesting. You know what I mean? Like it's easy to just write it off and be like, oh, that's fucking wackadoodle stuff.
Yeah.
But it is interesting to listen to.
Yeah. But like I said, I grew up worshiping like comic books and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So to me, this is like the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah. It's almost like a real life comic book.
And then, so yeah, I started like Sam Tripoli and Eddie Bravo have that tinfoil hat podcast.
Who's on the podcast?
Sam Tripoli and Eddie Bravo.
Oh, okay. Oh, I've heard of it.
It's awesome.
Yeah?
And then they do it live. They're doing it in Niagara in October.
Oh, that's sweet.
I'd love to go to that.
Yeah, it's like, that's with conspiracy theories. Like, I think they're interesting. Like, they're fun to hear about. You know what I mean? Like, people definitely get carried away with them.
Yeah.
But it is fun.
I'll see if Hannah can set us up. Maybe we'll have Eddie Bravo on the podcast.
Oh, dude. And just get them going.
That would be awesome. I would love to get him going.
Yeah. Which seems like it's like really easy to do.
Yeah. I'd love to. Well, you know, he's into music and stuff like that too.
Exactly.
I'll see if Hannah can set it up.
We got that hookup.
That would be sick.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I hate to cut us off, but I do have to go to work.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm taking you there, so.
You don't mind?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I gotta go. I have to go to Mitch's anyways.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
And then at 5:15, I have that massage.
Yeah, you'll get that. That's gonna rock.
Amber.
Have her work on your neck.
I hope she just rips it off.
So get in there.
Yeah.
It's good.
I need it.
Guys, thanks for our 50th episode.
Yeah, we were all over the place on that one. We barely talked about wrestling. It was great.
Yeah. These are my favorite ones, man. We just fucking go.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah,
just remember
1 year coming up. We got Blackcraft Wrestling coming up this Friday, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If you're in the Buffalo area, Empire State Wrestling this Saturday. And Sunday, Smash Wrestling in Toronto, their biggest show of the year.
Yeah, it's going to be sweet.
Yeah.
I'll just be there in attendance.
Well,
I'm a jobber.
Except Friday, I'll be kicking ass.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks, guys. Heat's in the ring, brother. Oh, and go to Real Good Foods. Real Good Foods promo code TUG. And Cured Nutrition promo code EATID.
Yeah.
And rock on.
Good shit, guys.
All right, Heat's in the ring, brother.